Hello buddy, thanks for tuning in to 5-day forecast. Before I get on with 5-day forecast, there's just a few things I want to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about is to give you an apology, because I said on my weekend forecast on Saturday that today was going to be the best day of the week with a little ridge of high pressure. Well, it certainly isn't going to be the best day of the week. We've got no ridge of high pressure across the country. In fact, we've got low pressure coming up from the southwest today, and that's going to be giving us a cloudy, wet day across many parts of the country. So certainly it isn't going to be the best day of the week, and that just goes to show you that these forecasts are prone to error, particularly as we go a few days out, certainly more than 2 or 3 days out. Things can and do go wrong on occasion, and this is certainly one of those occasions where the forecast for today that I gave on Saturday has gone wrong. The other thing I want to talk about is the advertising. There'll usually be a video ad overlaying my videos here at GavsWeatherVids.com. Please play those video ads if you see them, because you'll be supporting GavsWeatherVids.com if you do that. If it's not a video ad, it'll just be a general ad, and you can click on that ad and go through to the advertiser if you like what the advertiser is offering. Obviously, you shouldn't click if you're not interested in what the advertiser is advertising. And finally, I just want to say about the link that's appeared on the on my homepage here. You'll notice there's a link saying that I'll be issuing an NAO forecast for the winter of 2012-2013 soon. Now, I'll be doing this at the end of the month, at the end of May. I'll be doing a video where I'll attempt to make a forecast for the North Atlantic Oscillation for the winter of 2012-2013. Now, don't take that too seriously when it comes along, but it is going to be interesting, I think, to see what the Atlantic temperature profile is suggesting may happen in terms of the North Atlantic Oscillation for the coming winter. And in that video I'll be explaining all about the North Atlantic Oscillation, what it is and how it affects our weather in the winter. So if you're not sure about North Atlantic Oscillation, don't worry, I'll be explaining everything in that video, as well as doing or attempting to do a forecast for the winter of 2012-2013 just in terms of the North Atlantic Oscillation. Anyway, getting on with the 5-day forecast, and this is the situation today. I've got low pressure, as I said, moving up from the southwest. That's going to be bringing a lot of rain through the course of the day. The rain is quite light and patchy in southern areas just at the moment, but it will get heavier as the day goes on. I think by the end of the afternoon, much of England and Wales will be wet and dull, with some heavy rain setting in. Further to the north, well, perhaps a few showers across parts of Scotland and down into Northern Ireland. But I think the north gets the best of the weather today, really, the driest and brightest of weather. The south, I think, will be quite wet, with some heavy rain developing eventually. Temperatures, though, will be lifting up in the south through the course of the day, so we'll end up at around 12 or 13 degrees. That's still a bit below average for the time of year, but they are picking up. As we go through tonight, well, temperatures probably won't drop at all tonight. In fact, they may rise a little bit more, maybe up to 14 degrees in some southern counties, 57 Fahrenheit. Other areas staying at those temperatures, but we don't have today, so around 12 or 13. And more heavy rain pushing up from the south. That rain will gradually get further north, so getting into Northern Ireland and Northern England and parts of central southern Scotland as well by the end of the night. By the end of the night, the rain should be starting to ease off across those far southern counties. As I say, a very mild night in the south. Still quite cold in the north, across the far north of Scotland, and we could get a touch of ground frost up there. Now, as we go into Thursday, this area of low pressure sitting right across the country, really dominating the weather. Have got some quite warm air coming in on the southern side of this low pressure, so I think England and Wales will see quite a warm day tomorrow, actually. But it's very wet up across the north, so I think many of us start off on a wet note on Thursday. Southern areas probably quite dry from the word go. And that dry weather will gradually work its way northward, so much of England and Wales should turn drier through the course of the day, with sunshine coming out, turning warm when that happens. That could just spark up 1 or 2 thundery showers. Now, as we go further north, we're going to find some very heavy rain across northern England, Northern Ireland and much of Scotland. That rain will be on throughout the day, really, so it's going to be a real washout up to the north tomorrow. A very, very wet day indeed. Could be some flooding around in places as well. Temperatures tomorrow could get up to around 18, 19, possibly, if we're very lucky, 20 degrees across these extreme eastern areas. That's up to 68 Fahrenheit, but I think more generally 18 or 19 will be the maximum tomorrow. Feeling very warm and humid as well, despite this brisk southwest wind, but it's cold still up in the north. Very cold day across northern Scotland with temperatures of just 5 or 6 degrees at best. Under that rain, we're probably looking at temperatures around 9, 10 or 11, but certainly feeling quite cold under the rain. Going into a Friday, that low pressure is moving away to the east, and then, believe it or not, we're starting to bring in a little bit of high pressure from the west. That's going to give us a not too bad a weekend, unbelievably. I think we should have a fair amount of dry weather this weekend. But on Friday, we're going to find that band of rain coming southwards again across the country. It will be as a weakening feature, so I think it'll just be a band of cloud and eventually light and patchy rain moving into these southern areas, with drier, brighter and cooler weather coming back in from the north, and a few showers up across Scotland and Northern Ireland. One or two of those could be quite heavy. Temperatures will be dipping back again on Friday as that front comes back southwards again. So I think we're probably looking at maximums in the south on Friday of around 15 or 16 degrees before the rain and cloud comes back, and then temperatures drop down to around 12 or 13. Further to the north, we're probably looking at temperatures of around 8 or 9. 9 is around 48 Fahrenheit. And then on Friday night, it could get quite cold with a touch of ground frost across many parts of the country. Now, as we go into the weekend, believe it or not, we've got an area of high pressure. We haven't seen one of these for quite a long while, so I think Saturday shouldn't be too bad at all. There will still be some showers around, particularly in the north and the west, but I think a good deal of dry weather, really, on Saturday with some sunny spells. Now, cloud will bubble up, so don't expect glorious unbroken sunshine, but nevertheless it shouldn't be too bad, really, with many places dry and quite a bit of sunshine as well. Temperatures on Saturday probably around 12, 13, maybe 14 degrees. 14 is 57. It's a little bit below average, but it shouldn't feel too bad because the winds will be light, and there should be a fair amount of bright weather as well, so not too bad at all on Saturday. Sunday, we're still hanging on to that ridge of high pressure in the south, but low pressure is starting to develop to the northwest. A very deep area of low pressure getting going up there. So England and Wales should have a basically dry, fine and sunny day again on Sunday. A good deal of dry weather around, maybe one or two showers, but really a lot of dry weather, I think, on Sunday. Scotland and Northern Ireland probably starting off dry, but cloud rain may well roll in from the Atlantic later on the day on a freshening west or southwesterly wind. And then we end the period where we're back to low pressure, so that high pressure doesn't last long over the weekend. We're back to this low pressure by the time we get to Monday, so turning wet and windy across many parts of the country early next week. And I think that will then set us up for a very unsettled week next week, cool and showery with longer spells of rain. Just having a quick look at the charts from weatheroutlook.com, see how all this affects weather in your region. Well, there's the heavy rain moving up across the country through the course of today, and the drier weather further to the north. Once we get through to Thursday, well, a lot of rain there across the country. The rain particularly heavy, focused around Scotland and northern England. I think further south we probably see some drier weather coming up from the south across England and Wales. Notice those temperatures are picking up. 18 degrees out. I think maybe I'd lift that a little bit more, possibly up to 19. Outside chance of 20 degrees, where that's 68 Fahrenheit. The rain comes back southwards again as we go into a Friday. There it is, coming back southwards, but it will be as a weakening feature. Those temperatures dropping back as well, I think, on Friday, so we're back down to 8s and 9s in the north, 13 in the south. 13 is 55. It will feel cooler. Going into the weekend, well, I think this is probably a bit pessimistic on our chances for the weekend, actually. There's a good deal of sunshine on offer here, and these showers, I think, will be very scattered indeed, so should be a fair amount of dry weather. Most of the showers up to the northwest. Temperatures around 10 to 13 degrees. It will be chilly early and late. And Sunday, well, a good deal of dry weather here across the country. I think we will be in for a fair amount of dry weather. Still one or two showers around, but those temperatures are on the cool side still for May, but nevertheless it shouldn't be too bad with a fair amount of sunshine and light winds. Shouldn't feel too bad at all. I think we will start to see some cloud and rain coming into the northwest of Scotland in particular later on in the day, and then finally going through into Monday when it's back to the unsettled weather again. On Monday, the ridge of high pressure doesn't last long. Low pressure comes back on Monday and brings the rain and the showers back. So, in summary, the next 5 days are looking very unsettled to start off with. Certainly today, tomorrow and Friday there will be rain around. Some of that rain could be quite heavy. There may be some flooding across parts of the country through tonight and tomorrow. Things improve though as we go into the weekend. Shouldn't be too bad at all over the weekend. A ridge of high pressure gets going. We have a fair amount of dry and sunny weather as well. Temperatures on the cool side, but nevertheless shouldn't be too bad at all this weekend. Certainly an improvement on what we've had recently, but it doesn't last long. It's back to the unsettled weather next week. That's it from me. Hope you enjoyed this 5-day forecast and found it useful. That's all for now.